So, why should you have a Twitter strategy if you want to grow your Twitter? Well, I just read Zach Pogrob's tweet, and I'll read it directly because I think it gives a lot of context. So basically, he says, highly recommend not having a strategy on Twitter. Share what comes to mind when it's unique and useful and real. You have to tweet like you're texting a friend, and that's how you're going to grow an audience that actually cares about you and what you think versus what the content that you're offering and the content that you're creating. And I feel like there's two different philosophies usually on Twitter. One is usually to niche down and to just like tweet on something very particular. And if you're able to do that, then you're going to grow your account really quickly. The other advice is, what Zach is recommending, and a lot of other content creators, what they do is just basically be as authentic as possible. The downside of doing that is that when you're authentic, you can tweet about a lot of different things. And I feel that your growth as a content creator is probably a lot slower than if you decided to niche down. If you only tweet about copywriting, for example, only tweet about like even a specific thing in crypto, if you only tweet about self development and that's it, and you don't really share about like other stuff going in your life, then I feel people will subscribe to you or follow you a lot quicker, but that's because you provide good content or quality content, and they follow you because they know that you tweet about this type of content that they like or they follow, and that's the reason to follow you. Whereas like when you tweet a lot more authentically and when you tweet a lot more about just whatever is on top of mind, and you don't really schedule anything, you don't really like think about the tweets that you're creating, what that does is that first of all, people don't really know what to expect from you because they don't really know you yet. However, the more that you tweet and the more that people get to know you and you start having a followership, then that's when people get more attached to you and they actually like you for you and not because of the content that you create. So, the reason why I follow Zach, for example, is because I like him as a person. And I also think that, like, obviously that's not the goal, but eventually, if you want to sell something, people are way likely more to buy from you because they like you as a person and they would buy from you. The best example that I can think of is Nat Eliason, who I've been following for, I don't know, a very long time. And I've been buying pretty much all of his products that he released. And in that span of time that I've followed him, I think maybe in the past 4 years, let's say, he had a Rome research course, which is like a note taking app, and then he pivoted to crypto, and he released like I think it's like $100 course on like how to learn DeFi on crypto. I bought that, and then recently he just released a book on crypto as well, and I bought that as well. And like I think he kind of mentioned something about like AI prompts and like how like not I think Claude, the AI tool, whatever, helped him a lot as a writer. And I'm sure that if he released a course on like how to better prompt using AI tools, I would probably buy it from him as well. Not because I like his content, but because I like him as a person. I know that whatever he gives is of quality, and I know that I'll be happy with it. So yeah, so that's why like I think the best thing to do is to be a lot more authentic and tweet about whatever is top of mind. And I think like it comes with a balance as well. Like you don't want to tweet about just anything at all. Usually you are kind of obsessed about like one particular topic. So for example, like Zach, he tweets mainly about like, running. Obsession obviously is his, theme. Nat, even though he does switch, he went from SEO to note taking to crypto, and now like to book writing. He always had some sort of theme. So I think like that helps in the way that like, okay, well, if I'm following Nat now, I kind of know what to expect from him because he's gonna tweet about mostly books. So he can gain a followership that way. Even though like he does tweet about other stuff as well. And the same thing for me, for example, like if I take what I'm doing is like I'm tweeting mainly about crypto, but then from time to time, I'll tweet about self development, I'll tweet about like anime, or I'll tweet about any other stuff that is related to my life that I enjoy. But I usually tie it in some way to crypto, and most of the time, my tweets are about crypto. So people mainly know that I'll be tweeting about this, but I also inject some personality here and there. So that's it for today. Peace.